Let's turn on the light. There we go. Okay. So we are going to continue on with this mug, putting another row there, and I think I have an idea on how I want to finish it. So we're going to experiment with that today as well. It may or may not be the ending that we're looking for. However, I'm going to try it anyway. I'm up for experimenting a little bit today. I hope you guys are doing good, having a good day so far. Let's see if we can get this one. I'd like to get this mug done during this live. So that is my challenge to myself. I've got a couple other mugs that are in various stages of work in progress. So depending on if we get this one done, oh, I've got a little mistake there. I've got to remove that dot and replace it. Depending on what we get done, I might do a little bit of work on one of those other two mugs as well. Cat hair. Yep, I need another one there. There we go. Got some of the other side I have to even out a little bit, but we'll get to that. All right. So let's remove that teal dot that had the little squiggly. I'm using a little barbecue skewer thingy. And this dot will just pop right off. This hasn't been cured yet. It's not cured until it either air dries for 21 days or until it has been baked. So until then, balls. I knew I was going to do something stupid. All right, hold on. Well, we'll redo that dot too. And thankfully, not too huge of a mess. All right. Everything is fine. It's fine. What did I do there? I did it again. Hi, welcome to my live. I'm going to show you what we do when we make tons and tons of mistakes over and over again and don't learn from our lessons the first time. All right. I'm going to put this down for a second and let it dry and say hello. Thank you, Hannah. I'm glad you like it. Let's see if I can dry this off without messing anything else up. All right, here we go. How do you keep your patience? I find it really enjoyable and really relaxing, to be honest with you. So when I'm sitting and doing this, time kind of melts away and it quiets my mind. I find it eases stress. So I don't feel like I have to come up with patience, you know? There's definitely days when I'm not in a super patient mood that I don't try to force myself to paint, but sometimes those are the days that I need to do something because it will help me be less anxious and less irritable and stuff. So I find that when it's something that you really, really enjoy, the patience kind of takes care of itself. Hi, yo mama. Mamo. You took that better than me. I would have freaked out. How you doing, Tattooed? Yeah, I think it's because it happens so often. You know, it happens so often that I know that it's fixable. So that helps me to not freak out. It is fixable. It's just remembering to remind ourselves that it's fixable. because there's not much that can't be fixed. I was painting a guitar once and I smudged my arm through about a 6 by 6 inch chunk of this guitar that I was painting. Smudged the whole thing, and it was rows on rows on rows like this of rainbow colors. And I can tell you that I cried a lot. I walked away from it for quite some time, but it was fixable. I was able to fix all of it. And in the finished piece, you'd never know. You'd never know. So once you see that most things, and you have enough stuff happen that you really get to see the evidence that most things are fixable, it takes a little bit of the drama out of it. Not all of the drama. It still sucks when it happens. Like, I don't want to have to spend time fixing things, right? But more often than not, I have walked away from pieces because they are boring, have gotten boring to me, I've just lost my interest, rather than because I've made a whole bunch of mistakes that are unfixable. So that helps a little bit. Good morning. Doing good, wanted to watch you find it helps with my anxiety. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that it's relaxing for you. That's wonderful. Hannah, I use multi-surface acrylic paints. They cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe after baking or after air drying for 21 days. Hi, Anne. How you doing? So anybody that's new to my lives, just know that while I'm painting, I can't see the comments. So if it takes me a couple of minutes to get to your comment or question, please know that I'm not ignoring you. I will pause on a regular basis to come back to the comments and catch up on anything that I've missed and scroll back and stuff. So just know that I promise that I'm not ignoring you. And just bear with me while I'm painting. I really want to get this mug done today. I've got an idea for how I think I want to finish it off. Oops. So we're going to experiment with one of those ideas today as well. Oh, it's good evening for you. That's right, Anne. Totally forgot. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing good. And I'm doing good too. Thank you. Doing good. Had a productive morning. Got all the laundry done. Haven't folded or put it away or anything, but got laundry done. Had a shower, did some cleaning, did some dishes. I've got a phone call at 1 o'clock with a good friend of mine. I met this friend at a meditation retreat about 2.5 years ago. And we've talked on the phone at least once a week ever since we met. We've only met in person the one time, but we spent that weekend, and it was an incredibly powerful weekend, and we got to know each other really well. So we kind of keep each other on track. We help each other with whatever we tend to be struggling with. It's really my therapy, really. It's really therapy for both of us. We help each other get through stuff and figure out, what our next steps are and where do we need help and how do we ask for help and all that sort of stuff. So it's a phone call I always look forward to. So I'm looking forward to that today. Get to talk to my friend this afternoon, which will be wonderful. All right, so I need a yellow here. And I need a yellow here. Okay. We're doing all right. I kind of like the kind of cool look around the handles. It's kind of neat. All right. So it's going to be a busy day, but it's going to be a productive day, I'm hoping. All right, I've got a couple more things to do on this, and then I'm going to start with the idea of how I want to finish this off. I was trying to figure out if I was just going to, my initial plan was just to keep going and then just stop. But I have a bit of an idea that I want to try out. Let's see if it works. Oh, I need more yellow again. If you're new to my lives, just know that when I'm painting, I can't see the comments, so I apologize. But I can't see the comments when I'm painting. So I will come back and pause and try and catch up like I'm going to do right now. Oh, it's 5:10 p.m. there. You had dinner yet? The word experiment scares me. Okay, well then this is going to be a really, really, really good live to hang out in, because we're going to experiment with the way I'm going to finish this off, right? The thing to remember is that the worst thing that's going to happen is that you try something, it doesn't work out, and it doesn't work out. Focus on, are you enjoying the experience of it? Are you having fun trying those new things? So if experimentation isn't fun for you yet, then that means you want to spend a little bit more time on the base skill, right? What can I learn? And if you treat it like I want to learn this, then it takes away from the pressure to get it fast, right? Kind of talk to yourself and say, I'm gonna take a course and just create a course in your mind. And this course is 7 days of an hour a day watching YouTube videos to learn how to do this, or whatever it is that you're looking to learn, right? And just start learning it. Your skill will develop a lot faster if you enjoy it. And pretty much anything that you do can be undone or covered over. So, yeah. Do you put a coating on the outside or does it stay well? So after air curing for 21 days or after baking, this will be top shelf dishwasher safe, so there's no coating necessary. Oh, thank you, Stacy. I'm so glad. Yes, I do. I have a website that's linked in my bio where I sell all of my stuff. I'll paint pretty much anything I can get my hands on. So there's candle holders, there's some stones, there's mugs, there's necklace pendants. I kind of go through phases of what I paint on. I'm very much in a mug phase right now. We'll see how long that lasts. I just needed to take a drink there. I figured you'd be happy, Co. Yeah, we're going to finish this here. Around 7 normally, Anne. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, so you bake the paint on or you air cure it for 21 days and it will be top shelf dishwasher safe. All right. So when I'm looking at this, again, my initial thought was to just continue to take this design up to about here and really see it twist. However, I kind of have this idea for this kind of confetti look or kind of like disappearing look. So I'm going to try it. It's going to be kind of like a fade, I guess we'd call it. So all of these dots are size 6. So I'm going to do one row of size 5, a row of size 4, a row of size 3, 2, 1, and so on and so forth until we get that down. And I'm going to play with the spacing. I think I know what I want to do with the spacing, I should say. And then see if that gives us kind of a fade. All right, so I'm going to go in with the size 5 and there we go. So it's going to be slightly smaller dots than the row before, but I want to keep the same kind of spacing. So what I'm watching for is I want to make sure that this dot is about as far away from these dots as they are from each other. I don't want to create more space in between the small dots. I want to still create that uniform spacing if I can. So I'm going to do this with each color with a size 5 tool, making sure that I'm cleaning it off regularly so that I'm not building up paint. If I'm not cleaning my tool regularly, then my dot size is going to change. That one was out a little bit far, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. All right. So actually, we'll deal with it this way by just making it a little bit bigger. All right. Next color. Now, when I'm worried about spacing and I want to focus on spacing, I should say, and be really kind of meticulous about it, that is when, especially when I do the trick where I will dot in every other space and leave some space in between. It gives me another point of reference. You guys may have heard me talk about that before, but creating another point of reference so that I have more things to refer to when I'm trying to replicate spacing or a piece of the design. So let's see. I'll just catch up on comments really quick. Yeah, I think it's gonna work, but we're gonna give it a try and we'll see if this works out the way that I am picturing it in my mind. Let's see. All right. So these dots are going to get gradually smaller and smaller, and there's going to gradually get more and more space in between. So we'll see what that does. See, I'm on a bit of a mug kick right now. I don't see that stopping anytime soon. I was able to get a bunch of mugs recently, got a couple cases of them, so I think I'll be painting quite a few mugs over the next little while. I'm getting started on creating some patterns so that if you are learning and you want to replicate one of the designs that I've done, you'll be able to buy a pattern to do that. So lots of fun stuff coming. I got some more of the gypsum cement, so I'm going to be able to start making stones again, and candle holders and all of that fun stuff, which will be fantastic. I've almost got my new studio space set up, so now that I know where everything I want everything to go, then I'm going to be able to pull everything back and do some painting soon. So that'll be happening in the next couple of weeks. Just going little bit by bit. And I'm doing it all by myself, so by the time I move furniture and get one corner of the room done, I'll probably be done myself. And just do a little bit every day or every couple days. All right, now let's go to blue. So this is where I'm going to be able to show you how the every other helps, the dotting in every other space helps me out. All right, hold on 1 second. Oh, that's awesome, woodworking woman. That's so exciting. Yay. Oh, I'm excited for you. You're going to have fun. That's wicked. All right, so let's go in and do the blue now. So by dotting every other space, going with the teal and the purple, those two dots, I had only the dots below from the row before to help with the spacing. Now when I place this dot in here, the blue dot, I not only have to keep an eye on the spacing here, but I really want to make sure that the spacing is even between, that the blue dot is nice and even in between the teal and the purple. Almost more important than where it lines up compared to the previous row. Right? This is a way that you can kind of camouflage and fix some wonky spacing from previous rows if you ever need to. So see how those dots are nice and centered? I'm looking at this for distance out, but I'm looking here for getting that nice and easy, even in between, not easy. So this is a good example. See how that blue is kind of off center, but see how the purple and the teal were a little off center too? That's okay because my blue is still nice and smack dab in between the teal and the purple. All right, my phone moved on me here. I just got to move you a little bit so I can sit at a more comfortable angle. You're going to have to get mugs on Amazon. Oh no, no Dollar Trees or anything like that having anything for you? That sucks. That super sucks, Kobe. Maybe I need to start selling mugs, blank mugs too. I'm interested to see that once I start making the stones and the candle holders again, if that inspires me to paint more of them, because I haven't painted stones or the tea light holders in a really long time. So I'm interested to see if just by making them, if it's going to kind of give me the craving to want to paint them. I'm sure it will, to a certain extent at least. Oh, that sucks, Kobe. I'm sorry to hear that. That's super disappointing. Sorry, I'm focused. All right, we're getting there. Pink and orange. Let's do the orange. Yeah, have you had any luck looking at their website, Kobe? Mama, this is multi-surface acrylic paints. And I wish that we could order at Dollar Tree online up here. We can't. So sad. Thanks, Kobe. But if in the States, you should be able to order from Dollar Tree online. That might be an option. I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out. Curiouser and curiouser. Let's see. Now we go for the pink, and then we are going to reduce the tool size and go through this all again, but with a size 4. We'll see what that does for us when we get down to a size 1. I'm going into this knowing that if I don't like the look of it, I can pick all of the dots off that I don't like. So I can redo any of it if I don't like it. So it's worthwhile to me sometimes to try that something new, right? So I'm going, and I think that's the big difference, right? Is if you're going into it knowing that, hey, I'm going to try something new. I have no clue if it's going to work out. And if it doesn't, it's totally okay, because I can take some of this off and start over again. That's one thing. When something comes up while you're in the middle of it and it becomes frustration, then it's a whole different story, right? But if you can go into it doing experimentation, a lot of the times I'll take a space and say, okay, I've got 3 different ideas of how I could do this. So I'll actually do 3 of them, and then I'll remove the 2 that I don't want to do, and then I'll backfill with what I want. Okay. Yeah, have a look and see, Kobe. That'd be cool. Yes, I'm based in Canada. I order from different companies. I get my dotting tools are from DIY Mandala Stones, available on Etsy. I've gotten tools from dotartdepot.com. I've ordered them off of Amazon. Lots and lots of options here in Canada. Thank you. Yeah, let me know how you make out. I'm curious. That would be wonderful if you are able to have some luck with that, Kobe. All right, so now I'm going here. And we're just gradually getting smaller and smaller and smaller compared to the row before. And again, I have no clue how this is going to look when it's done, but it's okay. Fun to try something new. Here we go. Go to yellow. Oops. A rogue cat hair. So if you're new to my lives, just know that while I'm painting, I can't see the comments. So if it takes me a minute to answer your question or respond to your comment, please bear with me. I will take regular pauses to come back and check on the comments to see what I've missed. I just don't want you to think that I'm ignoring you. Just asking for some patience. There we go. So I'm trying to see if this will create almost a fade as we get smaller and smaller dots. So I'm on a size 4 right now. We're going to keep going. The row before was a size 5. All of the other rows before that were a size 6. And then we're going to take this down all the way to a size 1 and maybe further, depending on how it all looks. So we'll see how this turns out. But this is definitely an experiment. If you're new to my lives, please know that I can't see comments while I'm painting. I typically stop every once in a while to come back and check on comments to make sure I don't miss anything. But please be patient with me. And I will come back and catch up as best as I can. I'll actually do that after this purple row. I'll give a quick catch up. It's kind of cool. All right, let's see. Hello, Raylan. Aw, thank you, Mama. I'm so glad you like it. It's really, really satisfying, Ruby. Really, really satisfying. Have you seen the pen holder mold? No, I haven't. Oh, cool. No, I haven't seen those. I've got my eye on some different molds that I want to do. That'd be super cool, though. Super cool. Is it fun to paint? Well, it must be if you're doing another one today. No, I'll totally have to check it out, though. Don't be afraid to turn your piece. Like when I'm painting like this, I can see if my lines of color are in a straight row, right? So I'm looking at this line of orange, for example. So you can always do that when you're dotting, is to kind of see where you're, don't be afraid to tilt your piece if it helps. I do sell them. This is my full-time job as an artist. I have a link in my bio to my website if you want to check out the stuff that I have available. I've got some mugs and some necklace pendants and some candle holders and some stones. Then there's a bunch of stuff that I take pictures of my art and I put on different stuff like tote bags and stuff like that too. I think her name is Angela, yeah. Cool, I will totally check that out. There's so many cool places to buy stuff for this, eh? Like there's so many places and businesses that cater to this specific art form that you don't even know that exist out there until you need to, right? Which makes sense, but it's still so interesting. And there's so much cool stuff out there. Like getting wrist rests and Lazy Susans, and then there's the content part of things, of proper lighting and camera holds and all that sort of stuff. It's crazy the stuff that exists out there. All right. So now we have blue, and then we are going to move on to size 3. I might have a little bit of backfilling to do at some point on here, but we'll see. All right, when I'm done this row, I'll pause for a second and catch up on any comments that I might have missed. Oops. All right, so it's coming. It's interesting. I'm hoping that it's going to turn out the way that I envisioned it. All right, we're good. All righty, let's keep painting then. Oh, I just topped over my paint. Oh, stand up, stand up. Oh. There's another little mini heart attack for you. I wonder what that's trying to tell me for the day. I feel like there's a message somebody's wanting me to hear that I'm not hearing if I'm being so clumsy. All right, so now we're going in with a size 3, so a little bit smaller still. Mm-hmm. All right, switch my colors. Let's go to pink. It is, it's Angela. I think it is. Thank you, Carrie. Isn't she looking great, James? It's getting there. We're trying to fade. We're trying to fade. See if that's how this one is gonna finish off. So all of the dots on the piece were size 6. Now we have gone from size 6 down to 5, 4, and now we are doing 3. So I'm hoping that it's going to create like a fade, and that'll be a good way to end it. Couple of little bits and pieces to fill in here and there, just little touch up little blank holes and stuff probably, but otherwise it is going well so far. Hello, it's Monica. How are you? Oh, that's so kind too. Amazing. Yes, please do. Please post it. I would love to see it, Kobe. It's Rachel from the Dawning Center. Oh, whoops. So see, I've got this empty space here. I'm going to fill some of that in with more of these other dots as well. I'll just backfill that after we're done. Oh, thank you, Woodworking Woman. Yeah, that would be really cool. That would be really, really cool. Good idea. Good idea. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to see my... Kayla, sorry. My head was twisting because my camera was at such an angle I couldn't see your name properly. I am using dotting tools from a company called DIY Mandala Stones. They have ones that all have all different kinds of sized ends. You can also get some more inexpensive tools at dotartdepot.com. They are not double-ended tools. Like these tools that I'm using are a different size on each end. The ones, they do have double-ended tools at Dot Art Depot that actually have an angled tip, which is kind of cool. Or you can get the acrylic rods. If you use code JAIME10, JAIME10, you can get 10% off at dotartdepot.com. And yeah, the DIY Mandala Stones tools are kind of the ones that I graduated to when I knew that this is something I wanted to do an awful lot of, right? Because they are a little bit more expensive. I started with crochet hooks. So I started by going to Walmart and buying a bunch of the gray plastic crochet hooks in a bunch of different sizes, and that's what I started with. I also had the sets of the nail dotting stylus tools. These are, in my mind, crucial as well. I'm not doing it on this piece, but in most of my other pieces, I use these probably even more than I use these. These you can also get on DotArtDepot.com, or you can get them on Amazon, all kinds of different places. You can get those. Yep, toothpicks, wooden skewers, those work really well. My brands of paint that I prefer for painting on ceramics, Craft Smart seems to be my new favorite. Martha Stewart is my all-time favorite, and let me tell you, the day that we can buy Martha Stewart consistently again is going to be the day that I need to save up for that day, because that day is going to cost me a lot of money. Martha Stewart's are my all-time ultimate favorite. But I also like Folk Art and Craft Smart. Craft Smart are nice because they're not as thick. Folk Art can be really, really thick. Craft Smart is nice to even mix with the Folk Art to help make it a little bit more of a fluid as opposed to such a thick paint. So they can be really helpful because you can't add any water or pouring medium to these paints. It'll impact how they adhere to the surface. So finding a thinner paint, a more fluid paint that you can add to your thicker paint is really the best way to go in that kind of situation. This is kind of neat. I wanted to do this spiral so bad. Ever since this color combo jumped into my life, since I started playing with these paints, I have wanted to do one of these spirals so bad. So bad. All right, now we've got purple. What did I miss? So I'm using multi-surface acrylic paints that cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe. You're welcome. You are most welcome. All right. All right, so to anybody who's new to my lives, just know that while I'm painting, I can't see the comments. So if it takes me a minute or two to say hello or answer your question, please know that I'm not ignoring you. I will be pausing on a regular basis to go back and catch up on whatever comments that I've missed. So bear with me. I will stop regularly though. Okay, so I'm going to go and do just a little bit of backfill here now. So see how that is a little bit emptier than that? I want to just go and do that little bit of backfill. Oops, and I got to do this stop because I forgot it. There. So I just want to do that little bit of backfill. So I need a size 5 in the orange. So I'm just working a little bit backwards here. So I'm going to go, that's not a size 5. This is the size 5. Size 5 here. And then that means I also need the size 4 here. And then the size 3 here. And then I'm going to do size 4, no, size 3 in the pink. So bear with me one second here. This 3 in the pink is going to go right there. There we go. That looks better now, eh? Yep. Okay, lovely. So let's keep the pink out then, and we are now going down to a size 2. Oh, thank you for answering questions, Kobe. Yeah, it's starting to show up, isn't it? When we look at it from, I wonder if I can turn my phone up. When we look at it from farther away, it's starting to show. All right, let's keep going and let's see what these next 2 rows do, because these are going to be our smallest dots yet. I'm interested to see what this does to having the design stand out. So there. Okay. Now on to yellow. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying watching it. Yay. Oops. That's not round. That's better. Sometimes too, I'll look down the side this way. This helps me to, when you're painting, to see straight down that row. And you can see if anything is out too far this way, or that can be helpful too. Oops, that's going to be in too far, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. It's fine. Okay. Now we go to teal. Oh, thank you, Miss Frankie. Do you like the fade, Jerry Lynn? It's kind of different, eh? So if I messed up or smudged something, if I can catch it while the paint is still super, super wet, and if the surrounding area is dry, I can wipe it off with a cloth. If the surrounding area is not dry, and a whole bunch of things have smudged because of the one, and it caused a chain reaction, or even if it was just a single spot that I wanted to remove, most of the time I let it dry and then I can pick it off after about an hour. The reason for that is I find that it's just so much easier to do that than it is to try and squeeze a cotton swab in there or my finger with a tissue on it to wipe the paint off properly. So yeah, most of the time for the mugs, I will wait until it dries and then come back to it and pick it off. All right. If you're new to my lives, I can't see the comments while I'm painting, so bear with me. I will come and pause and come back to the comments in a few minutes. Let's just get a couple more colors done here first. I think I'm curving it a little. See how they're kind of curving off to the side? I could probably find a way to make them go straight, and that would probably make the fade stand out a little bit more. I'll try that on another one though. The curve is kind of cute for now. But those are just, again, another example of points of reference, right? If I'm looking down, straight down this, I can see that they're all turning to the right. So I can use that to help me with my spacing and lining things up too. The key is really to take your time, right? Just take your time and don't rush anything. The more you rush, the better the chances are that you're going to place something somewhere you don't want it, or make some kind of mistake. But if you do, it's not a big deal. You can always fix it. Like I said, I walked away from more pieces because I lost interest than because of irreparable mistakes that couldn't be fixed. So we might end up going a little bit further past the size 1. We might do one more to make it just that little bit more pronounced of a fade. We'll see. Yeah, I think I could probably find a way to do this a little bit straighter, but that's okay. So bear with me. I will come back to the comments here in just a minute. I can't see the comments while I'm painting. So when I switch colors, I will come back and catch up on what I've missed. Hello, 65 people. How are you? You like the curve? Oh, thank you, Snowbird. That's so kind. That's so generous. You loving the curve, though, James? You're welcome, Kayla. Nope, I don't need to seal it, Miss Frankie. These paints will cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe after baking or after air curing for 21 days. Once this main design is done, I'm going to do a design on the handle and sign the bottom, and then wait for a minimum of 24 hours before putting it in the oven. I think actually Craftsmart even says 72 hours. Are they 72 hours? Nope, that one doesn't. How about this one? Every once in a while you get some that don't have instructions on them, and then you get some that do. It's very bizarre. But yeah, you wait a little bit before you put it in the oven. That reduces the chance of bubbling. So yeah, I'll finish this up, do the signature, do the handle, and then it will be ready to get in line for the oven. So I'm using multi-surface acrylic paints, and I have a preference for Martha Stewart, Craftsmart, and Folk Art. You ordered a cup. Oh, that's so wonderful. Which mug was it that you got? Kim Yum. Oh, thank you, Kim. Yep, the handle too. Oh, and I smudged this one, so I have to fix this one. But I did a handle design on here. I have to fix it, though. Maybe I should try and do that right now, actually, before it cures on anymore. See if I can get it off. I'm going to have to work hard at this one, though, I think. Yeah, this one's going to be a pain. Which is too bad because the rainbows turned out nice. I might have to go at it with something sharper. So I always do a little design on the handle. One of my friends that I have made here on TikTok suggested it when I first did the first mugs. And it has stuck ever since. So I'll go at this for a little while and slowly get the paint off of here, and then I'll redo this. Let's see if I can show you. We'll stay on for a few more minutes than normal. See if we can't get this mug done. I really shouldn't be diverting my attention. You want to be really careful not to apply too much pressure if you're scraping with something metal and sharp on ceramics. That's usually why I use the wood, because I can apply some more pressure. But this has been sitting and drying for a couple of days, so even after just a couple of days, it starts to get really difficult to peel the paint off. So, because it's just starting to cure, right? So, now let's see if I have a corner of a cloth. Get those last little bits off. I'll be able to fix that then. So yeah, all of my mugs have this little design on the handle to just kind of finish it off and make it a little special. Oh, I'm so glad you like them, Miss Frankie. Thank you. Oh, thanks, baby cakes. And thank you, Kobe, for answering questions. It's my Zen place listening and watching. Yay! I'm so glad. Your live inspired me to start painting again. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I'm so glad. You're welcome. Oh, thank you, Snowbird. I'm so glad you enjoy. I'm so glad. Thank you, Red Bones Lady. Oh, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. It's so kind. You guys are why I keep doing this, and why I know I can continue to do this and to make this my a successful full-time career. And thank you for that. I really, really appreciate you. I love coming on here and doing lives with you guys. It's so fun. All right, so we're going to try. So this is the size 2. We're going to try with the size 1 and see if that is done enough, or if we need to go in with one of the small nail dotting stylus tools maybe, and make the fade a little bit more pronounced. So we're going to try with the size 1 and see what that does. Really it's the most relaxing hobby. Oh, that's so wonderful, Kim. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that it's helpful. So glad that it's helpful. It's one of the reasons why I'm revamping everything that I'm doing, right? I'm going to, right now my Patreon has a bunch of tutorial videos, which is great, but I'm finding it really hard to keep up with it and to come up with different topics and everything. And I feel like the lives are just such an easy place to come in and answer questions, tell you about what I'm doing, and we can always schedule the occasional one that are specific topics, right? But I really feel like I'd rather be able to do that and teach you guys that sort of stuff here for free. And then if you want to use, and then I'm going to make some patterns, and if you want to use my patterns, and then that feels better to me. You know, I think that that's going to be really, really fun. So I hope that works out. And I just want to be able to keep being on here and helping you guys. And I hope that you are enjoying it. That's all that matters. More people can do something that they enjoy every day. I'm happy. We're almost done, Kobe. Ah, thank you, Loose Feather. You got me into it. Yay! I'm so excited for you. Are you excited? Are you super pumped? All right, so now I'm going in with a size 1. And we're going to see how this looks. This should probably do it for us, I think. I think the thing that would be really cool is that if I was eventually able to kind of get those lines a little straighter so they weren't curving at the top, I could create some cool walking dot patterns. That would be kind of neat. Maybe the next one. Because you know I will be doing more of these at some point. My problem is focus and staying in direction, because I have so many fun ideas and things that I want to try. It's hard to focus and see them through. I think that's one of the beauties of painting on the mugs, is they're relatively quick projects, right? They're not like a huge canvas that it's going to take me 100 hours to paint, although those are fun too. But it's just different, right? This is an easy place to experiment. Try it out on a mug, and if I like it, I can always turn it into something bigger, right? All right, now we're on to pink. Pink, 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 pink. All right. I'm going to have to start with the Longabai here shortly, because as soon as I get these done, I have to book it pretty quickly. I've got a call at 1 o'clock, and I have a few things that I have to get done before that call. So I have a Facebook group that if you're creating, or if you want to learn from some people that are there, there's some amazing group experts that are there, lots of artists and lots of people learning. One of my admins on the Facebook group actually runs beginner live classes, and so you can paint along with her. That could be really helpful for you as well. I do have a few tutorials available on my website, but honestly, wait until January, because then they're going to be available for free on YouTube. So I really should take them down. I will have a new Patreon starting up in the new year that works around the patterns that I'm going to be creating. I've got an inspiration deck, so a deck of cards that you shuffle and pull a card from every day to get some inspiration. Those are on pre-order right now. I actually just received my cards, so we're going to start painting from that deck quite a bit on these lives as well. See what kind of projects that spurs us to create. And yeah, all of my links are in my bio if you want to check anything out. Please do. I appreciate you taking the time to do that. And if you have any questions, or if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. And otherwise, I'm going to be live on Facebook tonight at 7 p.m. on my Facebook page, which is Mandala Love Affair on Facebook as well. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be live twice here on TikTok, noon and 7 p.m. Going to do a twofer tomorrow. And then Thursday at 7 p.m., I will be on Instagram with my friend malrocks.co, who's another incredible dot artist. Check her out if you don't already know who she is. And so we're going to do a joint live on Instagram together on Thursday. So it should be a fun week. Lots and lots of painting getting done. And I have a shop update this coming Saturday. This mug in particular will be part of the shop update on Saturday. I will show you a couple of the other ones. Oh no, I just smudged my paint. Oh God. Oh well, here we go. These little silicone brushes are amazing because I can actually just push the paint back where I want it to go. Look at that. So easy. So easy. And then there's just a little smudge there that I have to pick up, and then the wood works almost like an eraser. Perfect. So yeah, shop update Saturday, this coming Saturday at noon Eastern, where this mug and this mug, it's not done yet. This mug, and I've got those three over there. That white one is on my site now, but it just sold. So those three will be going up on Saturday, and then I'm going to have at least one more because I'm doing this blue tealy one on the white as well. So at least, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 7 mugs going up on the website on Saturday. That's all the big stuff I got going on, I think, you guys. Let me just check. Facebook group is .Mandala Addicts by Mandala Love Affair. There is a link for that in my bio as well, if that's helpful. And the little dots, right? Yeah, the lines might work with watercolor pencil, or I'm thinking a dry erase marker, even maybe too. Oh, I'm so glad, Kobe. I'm so glad you enjoy them. Yay for one black mug, Loose Feather. That's awesome. I'm so excited for you. Yep, YouTube's coming January 1st, and there's going to be a ton of videos on there. Thank you, Davia. Thank you, Living La Vida Loca Lopez. Thank you. Thank you, Petite Carpenter. Awesome. It would be good to see you, Loose Feather. Oh, and thank you, Loose Feather. That's so kind. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the roses. The mugs are 42 plus shipping. That is also going to be changing in the new year. Most of my mugs will be 42, but then there will be some that will be more, because I've found that I've got some designs I do a lot faster than others, but then there are some that take 3 and 4 hours. So I want to make sure that I am taking into account how much time it takes me to do the piece, right? Oh, I like this a lot, you guys. I think this is something definitely to play with a bit more, eh? I think. All right, let's see. All right, I think we got it. So let's put this down here. Let's pull this here. What do you think? Do we like the fade? I think it's kind of cool, eh? Yeah, I like it. This one's going to feel nice too, because it's got a little bit of bumpy, so it's going to feel nice in your hands. Thank you, guys. I'm so glad you like it. Thanks, Nicole. It's good to see you. Thank you, Melly. Thanks, Kobe. Thanks, James. Thanks, J. Jerry. Thank you, Lala. Thank you, Redbones. Yay, Lala. We'll go and approve your request to join right away. Who's Jeff Stringer? Oh, thank you, Nicole. That's so kind. Hi, Sharon. All right, you guys. I hate to do this, but I do have to sign off for right now. I'll be live at 7 p.m. on my Facebook page. Mandala Love Affair is my Facebook page. My group is .Mandala Addicts by Mandala Love Affair. There's links in my bio for all of that. I'll be live here on TikTok twice tomorrow, noon and 7 p.m. Eastern, and I hope to get to see you and hang out with you. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me today. I appreciate all the love, and I appreciate all the encouragement. Thank you so much. Love you guys so much. Thank you, and we'll talk to you again really soon. Lovely to see you. Take care. Bye, guys.